Welcome everyone, it's Tina and I am going to do a video today because I was trying to come up with a project to do this morning because I have the time and I'm cleaning my room and I found a box of Cricut cutouts that I've done over the last little while. Since I got my machine, let's not kid ourselves. I've been collecting these for a long time and they were just cutouts that I've not used. Things that I cut out to try out the machine and I didn't know what to use it for. It was too big or it was too small or it was the wrong color or it didn't cut right. Or I tried using, I don't know, inks and stuff on it and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it. But I mean, or I made too many of them and I ended up I can't throw a thing away. What's with that? I don't know if I've got a problem or what. But I thought, I've got all these different little things sitting in a bucket and I'm going to try and start using some of them. So I've got amazingly tons of grass. So I thought Easter's coming up, so I'm going to try and make a card using some of the things that I've cut out in the past that I might be able to use. Now this little, oops. Okay, so this little image, I cut this out for Halloween. But I'm going to try and alter this image because I have a bunch of them. And I think I cut these out to use around my explosion box. So I did a bunch of them just till I got them the right size. And so this little image is more Halloween than it is anything else. But I think what I'm going to do is alter it to the point where I may paint the picket fence white or brown or do something like that with paints. I'm going to put grass in front of this that is a bit bigger and hide Easter eggs in it. And then the little bird, I'm going to make it a blue bird. And what I was thinking, and I went to my containers to find out if I had any, I do have blue embossing powder. So I'm going to use embossing ink, and then I'm going to use my blue embossing powder and I'll emboss it. And I think that I can use up some of these little scraps. Well, I don't technically call them scraps, but already cut out images and try and make some cards out of them because I thought I am wasting so much precious space with all of this stuff that I've got just sitting, and I'm going to try and do it. So let's stick together and try and do this. Okay, now this is my card, my finished card. As you can see, I used up all the things that I said I was going to. I used the picket fence. I painted it gray. And I used the grass. I also put an Easter egg in the grass. The bird has been embossed. And I used this Zing powder, embossing powder, but I found that the embossing writer didn't work very well. It didn't stick to it. So the Versamark worked much better. It stuck to it like glue. And I used tiny little black brads to make song notes for the bird and drew little tails on it. I also used my Copic markers to color in and put fine details onto it because it was just plain white paint or cream, I think it was gray paint, which worked out good. Used a little background paper, cut the corners. Oh, and I used my rubber stamp that I can now see because they're on the wall behind me. And I haven't seen that little Easter egg for a long time and forgot I had it. So I colored it the same color, grass green, and popped it up. Now the fonts, I don't like buying a whole stamp set, just for one image phrase. So I use my computer to print things off quite often. And I will write whatever I want, whatever size font I want, whatever color I want it printed in. So it works out really well. And I do this once in a while if I don't have a stamp that matches what I'm doing. The other thing that I was trying to do was figure out where I'm going to put all of these little images that I've cut out. In the bucket, they're taking up too much space. So I decided what I would do is take all these little images and put them into categories and maybe buy. I already have one accordion file, and I think what I'm going to do is actually get another one to put all these images in. Because they're paper, they're flat. They don't take up space horizontally, but if you lay them down, they do. So I'm going to buy another one. The one that I have already is for my clear rubber stamps, and I wanted to store my clear rubber stamps in those. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use it for my images and try and get organized. So I hope you like this, and I hope it gets you guys going and wanting to do this too. Have a great day.